All right, for this problem, let me solve for y. So I want to get y by itself. So to get y here by itself, I want to get rid of this 3, this x, this negative 1 here, and the a. It's a lot of steps. So I'm going to get rid of this a first. I think it's the cleanest thing to get rid of first. Since this a is divided on the y, I'm going to multiply both sides by a, because that will cancel that out. So I now have 3x minus y equals CA, California. All right, now I get y by itself. So can I get rid of the 3 or the x? Hopefully you understand that 3 is probably the best thing to get rid of. Since it's multiplied on, you want to divide it off. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. That's gone. I am now at x minus y equals CA over 3. All right, we're getting closer, getting closer. Okay, I can get y by itself. So this x, how do I get rid of an x here that's connected? Well, it's connected by a minus, and it's a positive x. So wouldn't that mean I want to minus the x off? So I'm going to minus the x over here. Now be careful, don't lose this negative. That's a negative y. A lot of people lose that negative. It just kind of vanishes on them. Okay, I still have a negative. How do I get rid of that negative? Well, for some of you, do you understand there's a negative 1 there? It's really a negative 1. So how do you get rid of a negative 1? Well, could I just multiply by negative 1 and negatives are gone? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to multiply by negative 1, both sides. So I'm left with y over here. And when I distribute the negative, what it's going to do is basically change the sign of everything. So I have a negative CA over 3, and that negative x is going to become a positive x. Be very careful. A lot of people mess up the negative. They don't multiply both things by the negative. Technically, this negative is going to multiply both pieces. And that would create this equation. This is probably the harder question. Rewriting this is kind of a harder rewrite. But our goal when we rewrite is to unpackage. Our goal is to get this guy by itself. So you have to undo it one step at a time, unpackage it, take it apart.